Well, hello and welcome to our midweek mashup. Today I'm sitting down with Eugenia, our children's director. Thank you so much for taking the time to sit down. I know this is a crazy week. We are right in the middle of FCC's movie camp.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about what movie camp is?
So this movie camp is something that we worked towards for past 6 months, if not longer. This movie camp is about making a movie that our student from Elevate program wrote. Mm-hmm. So they started way back. And then during the spring session of Elevate, we worked towards it to make it happen. And this is the final week that we get to finish making it with a bunch of kids, 50 kids.
Wow.
Yes. And then we will show the movie to the families, whoever wants to come, in August.
Wow. So, I mean, this camp covers everything, right?
Yes.
Like acting, filming, directing, art.
Yeah.
Man, and so you guys have been working on this as an Elevate program. How does Elevate kind of tie into this?
So Elevate is volunteer-based, free fee-based, after school program that we have at FCC. Like I said, it's a volunteer program. So whoever can teach kids whatever they have, it's based on that class. And then we gather kids who want to learn from that person, and then we pair up. So past couple of years, we've been having theater camp, which was really fun and all that. But it was kind of rushed to make everything within a week and then just put it on the stage. It was kind of too much of a rush, we felt like. And we had some creative writing classes. So one season we were like, why don't we just read a script? Because I think they're ready to something like that.
Yeah.
So then it started last fall. The creative writing class Ty taught. He had 3 girls, and then they were brainstorming what the story is gonna be and all that, and then they start kind of putting down the plots, and they finished up the script. And then spring we had acting class because Adrian and Kendall, they are good at that, and they could teach kids how to do it. So Elevate spring program, we said, we have script, everyone. If anyone was part of the theater camp past 2 years, you are welcome to join us because we want to take time and we want to do well. And movie making is different than theater. We do want to prepare better. So we had audition during the acting class, and then they got their roles, and they practiced, they worked hard, and then it kind of ties up together like that. So yeah, it goes way back.
Wow. Okay, so we have creative writing teachers. We write a script.
Yes.
We have acting teachers. We start acting. It all comes together. Wow. So theater camp and movie camp all just stems off of our volunteers.
Yes.
Really.
Yes. And Josh and Eric also had the editing class.
Wow.
So then they also worked on how the camera works, audio works, or the lighting works. So that class was also going on. So this is long-term project.
Wow. So that's a huge testament to our volunteers just jumping in and just if you have a special skill, feel free, contact Eugenia. I'll put her contact info in the info below. But
I think a lot of people think Eugenia, why theater? Why movie? I'll tell you right now, that's because that's who we have.
Yeah.
I have no attached feeling towards movie. Ask Ellen, I'm not a movie person. I do watch movie to just empty my brain, not to stir up my brain. But that's how we work. We have to have volunteers to teach them for free because this is a free class.
Yeah.
So if you say, I don't have a movie talent, that's okay, me neither. But we also have other class, Wednesdays, we have cooking. We have game and puzzle.
Wow.
So there's some classes that it's not related to movie, but just simply to have fun.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be movie. And if you say like, I have some other talents like music, English, math, we will figure something out from there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be like production based or like anything that we just listed. Anything you want to share with kids in the community, just want to come because they just crave the community, then that's for you.
Yeah. That's such an incredible way to get involved. I mean, I did want to ask, I mean, for years and years, we did Vacation Bible School. And so we switched it up in the last few years, doing a couple of theater camps and now a movie camp. What's kind of the idea moving away from VBS and towards something more missional?
Do you remember like when FCC shut down during COVID and then we had session with Alex and Hannah?
Yeah.
And then that blue ocean, red ocean term?
Yeah.
That got me thinking. We do have a lot of church does VBS.
Yeah.
Our VBS was one of the biggest one in town. We did have a few hundred kids in this campus. I was like thinking back, who do I remember, and who did I have, who did I have that like it stick with me personally that I still remember. If you have like few hundred kids, it's really hard to stand out. I'm pretty bad at that. I'm really working hard on names and faces, but it was really busy week in a different way. And that got me also thinking there are so many churches doing exactly same thing, even from the same curriculum. So it's probably more towards same. And if everybody's doing it, I think FCC can do something different. So that was the motivation that I had. There was a couple of times there was a transition time. So we did have Bible elements in the camp, but we called it summer camp instead of vacation Bible school because that's when we stopped getting curriculum from the major publishers, and we just figure out how to enjoy time together and how to still share the gospel and do that. And I think there was a point that just changing the label, it doesn't feel the same. And that didn't open up the gate to the families that we want to be connected. So if we are gonna just do something different, then just do something different. Like instead of just changing the labels and just pretend that we're doing something different. So that's what made me decide to we're gonna just drop that for now. Nothing is permanent. And we'll just focus on the movie because that takes a lot of work, a lot of people. Having 2 weeks of camp, it was really a lot of work for our volunteers. A lot of volunteers served 2 weeks back to back, and it was a lot. So this was more realistic and more towards a goal that we want to achieve.
Yeah, and most of the kids that come here are part of the Elevate program, right?
They're part of the Elevate or their friends. We also got to know some of the Compassion families that we get to invite. So there's like old familiar faces from Elevate program and new faces from Compassion and their friends and someone who knew them.
So totally different demographic.
No.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That we're able to reach kids in the community through this camp.
Yes.
So, thank you so much for all the work that you're doing. I'm going to let you get back to your crazy schedule for our movie camp this week. But hey, thank you so much for joining us. If you want to engage more with some more content, we will link to those right here.